Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and I want to give my thoughts on Nintendo's Q2 financial report. Well, kind of like a briefing, but basically, excuse me, in relation to the Nintendo Switch. Yes, October 20th, if you people still don't know, they revealed what the Nintendo Switch is on a teaser trailer, and a lot of people were excited, hype, more questions than before what's going on. Well, unfortunately, Nintendo themselves basically announced that that's all for Nintendo fans going to get is that reveal teaser trailer. They basically said that no more new information about the Nintendo Switch until 2017, like what it is, what can it do, when it's going to be released, price, battery life, anything, they're done. Do I agree with it? Believe it or not, to some extent, I'm going to have to agree with it because the reason is, if they start talking about the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, this early, it could be a problem to some extent. Well, first common thing is, it might overshadow, well, one, Pokemon Sun and Moon. That's going to be the biggest gift for their 3DS coming this November. That's going to be overshadowed. And then another one is the Nintendo Mini NES Collection. That's going to come November the 11th. So, I mean, well, that's not really a new content. That's just like a plug and play. True, but they're still marketing that. And they're still, yep, it's still from Nintendo. Hey, they don't want to overshadow that. They want people to buy those, make their money. And of course, if you know the Mini NES collection, as of right now, nobody can pre-order it. Maybe they're not going to make a lot. Maybe they're going to do just a little, and they want to have high demand. And probably Nintendo's going to be prick about it, like with the Wii and an Amiibo to some extent. They're going to create false scarcity. And again, it's not really illegal, but it's very unethical. So, basically, yes, no new information. So, been apparently there was some information about, I want to give my thoughts on their quick brief about the Nintendo Switch. One, they said that they're aiming by the end of March of 2017. That means it's actually next year. When the Nintendo Switch release, they'll able worldwide, that's a keyword, worldwide, going to sell at least 12 million units. I doubt that. Here's the reason. Even so, it doesn't look like anything resembles to the Wii or the Wii U. Look what happened to the Wii U. Iwata basically said by a certain fiscal year, they're going to sell 9 million Wii U's, and it fell short to, I think, then it was really short that Iwata had rechanged his forecast, said, oh yeah, we're going to be just selling I think somewhere like 6.8 million instead. And even with the 3DS, they had to lower their forecast because they were saying that nobody was buying them. So they're thinking, oh, maybe because it's not the Wii U, maybe we get all the hardcore back. That's why we only showed playing the game with the controller rather than the touch controls, the isometric gameplay, the gamepad. It doesn't matter. Because here's the second thing. That if you want to sell 2 million Wii Switch by the end of March 2017, is the price point. According to the president, they're not going to take a loss on selling the Switch. However, they are listening to the consumer and say that they're going to find the right price. And I said it before, I'll say it again. If the price is somewhere between $249 to $299, then they're gold. And the keyword also to make it an advantage, put a pack in game. Like a game that you can't get it by itself, like Wii Sports from the Wii, pack it in, and that's it. I mean, I'm going to be a douche here and say, pack it in with Super Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers that they showed, pack that in, and I can guarantee you, that's going to sell 2 million. It doesn't matter if it's $300 because you got Mario, it's on the NX. It's supposed to be beyond HD to some extent, like it's equivalent to a PS4 and Xbox One. So again, there you go, Nintendo, take note. So if they do that for $249 or $299, I think they'll be fine. So yeah, they're not going to take a loss selling the Switch. And you say, well, why is that a big deal for them? Because they took pride in that ever since the NES and even the Game Boy, to basically manufacture so cheap that you're not, every time you sell a console, you're not losing money. The only time they did that was, unfortunately, was the 3DS. From 250, they had to drop it to 170, and they were taking a lot in the 3DS, and it was so bad that a lot of the higher ups, including the lady Wada, they had for 1 year a mandatory pay cut. Like for Iwata, for 1 year, 50% of his pay cut goes to the company just in order to make it run. Again, commendable for not basically firing people, but at the same time, it was unnecessary because, again, shouldn't take lots of it, but can be helped. Same goes what happened with the Wii U. When they actually sold the Wii U for $350 for the deluxe and the basic for $300, believe it or not, they were just breaking even. They weren't cutting, they were not losing money, they were breaking even. But like Reggie said, if you buy one or two games, that's when they make their profit. Unfortunately, most people, I even said it myself, nothing personal, the Wii U, even the deluxe for $350, was very, very expensive. It was overpriced of what it offers, and it didn't agree with a lot of the consumer, even to some Nintendo fan. Only the diehard Nintendo fan basically said, yeah, well, I'll buy it in day one, $350, hey, why not? And of course, within, guess what? Not even a year, it's like within 6 months, they had a price cut by $50. And because of that, then they were selling at a loss. And once again, they had to do some mandatory pay cut. And the thing about Nintendo also interesting is that when that happened, believe it or not, Nintendo didn't even know what to do. They were flustered, like, oh my gosh, we're selling our devices, our console at a loss. This is not good. So, but now they're saying with the Switch is they're not basically selling at a loss, but they're gonna give you the right price. Again, my opinion is $250 to $300. Anything beyond that, well, good luck. People are just gonna go to the PlayStation 4 Slim or the Xbox One Slim, which are way cheaper and offers better things. And this they're not past gen. That's the thing. So then another one they said is they're gonna have people will able to play demos, like Nintendo Switch demos before you buy it. Okay, cool. I want to see it in GameStop. I basically will be interesting how it works, because I know they did it for a while with the Wii. Believe it or not, when people tried the Wii, it was interesting, and then Wii U, same deal. And now the Switch, no surprise. I wonder what they're going to do. Maybe they're just going to do the Pro Controller, you just connect it. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So, yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, of course, they're not going to take a loss with selling a Wii on the Switch. They're aiming to millions within March of 2017. All I can say is Mario Brothers. They're going to do a demo. That will be interesting. And of course, like I said, they don't want to basically talk about it until 2017. I can sort of understand. But at the same time, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and one last thing also I heard about it. They're going to basically, they admitted this, that when they do basically reveal when the Switch is going to be released, they're not going to make a lot. So what does this mean? They have done this, believe it or not, on the Wii. Some people say, no, it was just that they couldn't manufacture a lot. No, that's the PlayStation 4, believe it or not. That was the truth. They were trying to manufacture a lot. They couldn't. There was just too many demand. In the case with the Wii, they were so cheap to manufacture. They were cheap to produce. But they want to purposely cut down on quantities so people will talk about it. Well, people will hunt for it. Sell it on eBay. Kind of like the Amiibo. And again, in the case with Amiibo, it was two things. Like, one, yeah, he was pessimistic that he didn't want to do a lot because what if it doesn't sell? Second, also, Nintendo's jerky strategy, not illegal, but it's unethical, to create false scarcity so people will talk, so people will get. So demand so high, that means there'll be more sale. Because they kind of tried, because they did try to go the other way around with the Wii U. Because they said, yeah, we're going to do enough Wii U's because they were complaining about the Wii. And of course, look what happened to the Wii U. Even in Black Friday, not a lot of Wii sold. And people be complaining it was again the price. People keep saying price cut, price cut, price cut. And of course, when they finally did it, of course, some of the Nintendo fans who were early adopters weren't really too happy. And of course, their fiscal year, that I think that year basically said they lost a lot of money, $500,000, and they were blaming for the Wii U's price cut. They said it should not even happen, but well, it happened. So again, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen in the long run with this Nintendo Switch. Hopefully, they do learn their lesson with the Wii U. Hopefully, it is good, and if it is true that they're gonna be jerk off about it, excuse the language, that they're going to be limited quantities and people will fight for it. Hey, you know what, for me, doesn't matter. I got my PS4. I'm not going to get a PS4 Pro due to the fact that I don't have a 4K TV. All I need really is just a hard drive because, oh my god, 500 gig for the PS4, no bueno, no bueno. So, and of course I still have an Xbox One. I'm not going to go with Scorpio. I hardly play my Xbox One. Different story there, but yeah, so I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. And for me, cool, they finally revealed the Nintendo Switch. I'm not really like, oh, I gotta know right now. I know a lot of Nintendo fans, and is it a big deal? Yes, because it is Nintendo. It is Nintendo. Remember, anything comes from Nintendo, it's always gonna be a freaking big deal. Very, very big deal. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many times, every time, ever since the Wii U was released, every time I talk to people about the Wii U, every time I give my thoughts about the Wii U, every time I ask the Backlog Battle Podcast, yes, I'm plugging them, about Wii U, sometimes I get comments like, oh, you're stupid, you suck, you don't know anything. Yeah, well, you know what? Look what I did to the Wii U. And for a while, for the hardcore Nintendo fan and the Nintendo fan who are dedicated to Nintendo, that they only bought Wii U as their only console, yeah, they're frustrated. Like, I don't have a lot of games. I got Nintendo games, but that's not enough for me. I want third-party games. So, that's why with the Wii U, they were so frustrated. With the Wii, it was sort of 50-50 because, remember, Nintendo went to a blue ocean strategy. They went to a different audience because they couldn't compete because of the GameCube. But after a while, Nintendo, the fans felt like, man, we were being left out. Well, not so much. I mean, Super Mario Galaxy was good. Granted, you have to shake the controller. Mario Kart, Wii, Smash better to some extent. If you have the nunchuck in Wii mode, you smash it by shaking the Wii mode. Wii Sports, of course, that's not really for cash. That's not a hardcore. That's a casual game. So again, for the two generation. Yeah, Nintendo fans were like, "Why just go back? Just make a good Nintendo game, do good Nintendo game, really good one. Persuade the third party, just like the days of the NES, the Super Nintendo. Why not?" And I'm probably gonna give a retrospective about each console and portable. Why the business? Why all this? My thoughts about it. So with that, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.